Buffalo Bills are struggling mightily as of right now, losing 2 of their last 3 games. And this is a problem that's dating back to Week 5, right after the Buffalo Bills had a blowout victory over the Miami Dolphins. They got feasted on by the Jaguars in London. Then they narrowly escaped Buffalo with a victory over the less than impressive New York Giants in a game that came down to the final play. Most recently, they fell victim to the New England Patriots, a team that previously held a 1-5 record. For a team that has Super Bowl aspirations, these losses are demoralizing, and the Bills Mafia fan base is desperately searching for answers to one big question. What is wrong with the Buffalo Bills? Welcome back to the Bills Bunker. As always, I'm Jake Varco, and in this video, I'm going to be analyzing what is happening with this Buffalo Bills team, why they're struggling to put up points, and why they're losing these football games. Many fans are fed up, and rightfully so. They're looking for places to put the blame, whether that be on Josh Allen, offensive coordinator Ken Dorsey, or the injuries that have been suffered by this team. First off, I don't think any of the above reasons are the biggest issues. The bulk of major injuries suffered on this roster came on the defensive side of the football. In that unit, they've held their own. The offense has been the issue. As for Josh Allen, we all know he's an elite franchise quarterback. Yes, he turns the ball over, but that's something that is not likely to change. It happens. It's always happened throughout his career. It's not changing anytime soon, and that's something I myself am willing to live with, considering he finds ways to win football games. Ken Dorsey, on the other hand, he hasn't been perfect as an offensive coordinator. Far from it. It's his second year in Buffalo as the OC ever since the departure of Brian Daboll. The problem I'm about to reveal to you isn't Dorsey's doing, though. And I'd even go as far to say that he's done an excellent job working with what he has. Yes, you heard me right there. So what's the big problem that's holding this Bills team back right now? What could be holding this Bills offense back? Well, it's the same problem that the Cincinnati Bengals exposed in the AFC divisional round game last year when they mauled Josh Allen. The Bengals were all over Josh in that game. They applied pressure on the quarterback on over 30% of his passes with 8 hurried throws and 6 quarterback hits. While Allen has been sacked 10 times this year, that's just a testament to how great he is at utilizing his mobility, because defenders, they've been swarming him, especially over the last 3 games, and in those last 3 games, he's only been sacked once. He's a superstar quarterback, and he should have protection, but he's getting harassed in the pocket with 18 of his passes being hurried this season. That's among the highest totals in the National Football League. You think that's bad? We're just getting started. This right here is where it gets really bad. Allen has an average pocket time of just 1.9 seconds, which is in the bottom of the league in that category. That is absolutely brutal. Allen has no time to find his receivers downfield, and on top of that, the receivers don't even have time to get down the field before the pocket collapses and there's defenders in his face. And obviously, Allen, he's able to roll out to his right, roll out to his left, but he shouldn't have to make those spectacular plays every time. It brings down the percentages and the likelihood of actually being able to convert first downs, move those chains, and end up scoring on your possessions. He's consistently having players in his face, and he's unable to cash in on the deep ball like he once was. If you're not a big believer in statistics, that's fine, because I have photo evidence for you. Check this out. Photo 1. In this play against New England, Josh hasn't even finished his drop back yet. And there's multiple New England players looking threatening. He's literally mid-stride, just dropping back. And there's players all over him. What's he supposed to do there? On to example number 2. Here against the Giants. He's forced to roll out to his right because he's being chased down by multiple defenders again. Too many defenders getting through the offensive line too quickly. 1.9 seconds, that is nothing. No time at all for receivers to get downfield and for Allen to be able to see what's going on. Demonstration 3. Another example coming against the New York Giants. This one, it's not as bad, which is hilarious because that's saying something. He has the entire offensive and defensive line in front of him. The entirety of both. Those are big men in front of him. I know he's a big guy, but trying to look over that, come on. The moral of the story is that Josh Allen has little to no time in the pocket. 1.9 seconds average in the pocket, that's nothing. And I know the gap in that category, it's not huge, but it makes a big difference. You have professional athletes running these routes, and you have an elite quarterback in the pocket. You give him a little bit, just that millisecond extra, and that could make a world of a difference for a quarterback like Josh Allen. There's an old saying about how football is won in the trenches. Games are won in the trenches. Wars are won in the trenches. Football is a war. And you have to be able to hold off the other team. You have to be able to get a good push on a run play, hold off the defensive players on passing plays. And if you're the defense, you're obviously wanting to do the exact opposite, disrupt things, disrupt the quarterback's rhythm. That's what's been going on against Josh Allen. This needs to be cleaned up, and I'm not sure that it can be at this point in time. The Bills, honestly, the only way that you can do this is go out and get some offensive linemen, but with an offensive line, it takes so much time for them to build that chemistry and actually mold together. I think this is an issue that the Bills are going to be dealing with throughout the entirety of the season, and we're just going to have to live with it and see what Josh Allen's able to pull together. Ken Dorsey, listen, a lot of people are on him. I don't think this is his fault. Ken Dorsey, he is calling a lot of these quick, short pass plays, and they've been somewhat effective. Not as effective as you'd like, but that's what happens when you're dealing with an offensive line that has issues and incompetencies. I've seen on so many plays, Allen's rolling out to his right, rolling out to his left, and he's always been doing that throughout his career, but when the pocket's collapsing that quickly, it brings me back to what we saw against the Cincinnati Bengals in that AFC divisional round game, and that was a disaster. Some people were putting that on Josh Allen, the national media, the public. The people that didn't actually watch that game were putting it on Josh Allen. That game was not on Josh Allen. Josh Allen had no help in that game, and right now, he doesn't have much help from the offensive line. They aren't picking up their assignments. Let me know what you think in the comment section down below. Thank you for watching this video. If you liked it, stay tuned for other stuff coming your way right here on the Bills Bunker. If you haven't yet, click subscribe, give this video a thumbs up. Thank you for watching. I'm Jake Farco.